Yo, this is Dash, and today should hopefully be December 17th, 2025, and this video shall serve as the 17th episode. Oh my gosh, we are more than halfway through the month of December, the 17th video in the Ask Dash video series for 2025. And I know, you're probably tired of hearing this, but what is Ask Dash? Ask Dash is when I take the opportunity to answer your questions. All you have to do is ask me a question down below, and I will answer it and you directly in a video as long as I have time. So ask your question quickly before the month runs out and I don't have any more, or before the number of videos I have to film runs out and I still have the ability to answer your question. So speaking of question, today's question comes from Judge Wep. He says, Dash, always getting work done. He says, what's your favorite cooker for home cooking, favorite cooker for catering? All right, so when I saw this question, I said, oh, that is an interesting question because I've never really thought about it. But my thing is this, and I've talked about this before. I look at my cookers as tools, okay? And there are people who, they get butthurt when I don't use Vicky. They get butthurt when I use the pellet cabinet cooker. Why aren't you using your wood burning smokers? Why are you using that pellet smoker? I get comments that are, I won't say irate, but they're mad. I came here and I started watching your videos because you have a wood burning smoker and now you're cooking on a pellet smoker. And I'm like, well, sorry, but if the cook doesn't warrant me firing up the big cabinet cooker, then I'm not going to. I'm not going to waste time and energy and effort to cook like 2 racks of ribs and put them on this cooker. That's a waste. And in my opinion, that's a waste. That being said, I cater my catering cooks, no pun intended, to the cook itself. If the cook is bigger than what will fit into my Traeger, or that will fit into the vertical smoker, and then it has to fit into the pellet cabinet cooker, then that's what I'm going to cook in. I feel like sometimes the folks who are watching the videos don't necessarily grasp that I am trying to cook as conveniently as possible. If I'm making dinner for myself and my family, I'm typically not going to be coming all the way out to the pellet cooker just because it's a 200-foot walk between my house and the garage where this cooker resides. When I am trying to, if I work during the day, and if I am trying to make my dinner kind of in between doing work, and I need to check on whatever it is I'm cooking while I'm working, coming all the way down to the garage to do what I need to do in the garage is not always advantageous. Now, if it's later at night, like tonight, it's later in the evening, and I start to cook later in the evening, and I start cooking overnight, and it rolls to first thing in the morning, and then I finish. I try to wrap things up and finish things in the oven in the house. Then where I'm sitting to work is literally 20-30 feet away from where my oven is. That makes it easy and convenient. Okay, but as far as favorite thing to do, I don't have a favorite cooker to cook a specific thing on. I cook on the cooker, the grill, the smoker. I cook on whatever it is based off of whatever it is I'm cooking. And I know I say that, I feel like that's kind of a cop-out, but I have so many different grills and cookers that I am able to kind of pick and choose what it is I am going to be using to cook on, if that makes sense. I don't only have, a Weber kettle. I don't only have an offset, cooker. I don't only have the Big Green Egg. I don't only have a Traeger. I don't only have an offset pellet cooker. I have lots of different cookers, and usually my choice into what I am cooking on, be it for me, for my dinner, for my family, or for catering, depends on the size of the catering job. So it's kind of like, like the Cambros, okay? I have two different size Cambros, well, three different size Cambros. Like if I'm doing an event and I have one cold side, I had that little flip top fold box, and that one's not a Cambro, but you get the idea. I'll put the cold side into that thing, and then I'll take it to the event. If I'm doing a smaller event and I only need to use the smaller Cambro, then I'll use the smaller Cambro. When I'm delivering food for Thanksgiving or, like a bigger catering event where or if I have multiple events on the same day, I'm using my bigger Cambros, okay, because I can fit more food into each of those Cambros. And the same thing goes for the cookers. I cook or use a cooker based off of what it is I have to cook, and not, I'm catering today, I'm going to be using this particular cooker because I'm catering. That's usually not the thing, because I've catered events where I might have to cook 2 racks of ribs. Somebody wanted 2 racks of ribs for dinner, and okay, that's what I'm cooking. Or I've cooked for 500 people, and I'm probably using one of the bigger smokers, maybe Bernadette. Even I might even pull out Bernadette at that point to get things done. I'll say a lot easier, but a lot faster, because the capacity is so much higher in Bernadette. But I haven't had a big old cook or need to cook that much food in quite some time. So Bernadette's over there in that corner. I'm looking at her. Trust me, she's right there. But hopefully, that answers your question. Hopefully that's a good enough answer for you. If you want some more detail, or want me to elaborate, let me know. But I'm hoping that you understand what I mean by that. I think sometimes you guys, I won't say project, but if you have 1 or 2 cookers, you're like, this is my favorite one to cook food on for my family. This is my favorite one to cook food on for catering, because I have a lot more options than some of you guys do. With that being said, I tailor the cooker to the cook is the best answer I can give you. I know that might not be the glamorous answer, but that is I'm gonna say my own common sense answer. That I tailor the cooker to the cook. All right. Thanks, man, as always, for watching. I definitely do appreciate you in the comments. You are almost always one of the first people to reply and or leave a comment on new videos, and it does not go unnoticed. It is definitely appreciated. So thank you so very much, sir, for watching and commenting as much as you do. Anyway, also, while I'm thanking folks, I'm going to thank you for leaving your comment down below so that we can continue to make this a success and we get through this month. And I don't go crazy trying to edit videos and answer questions that I don't have, or answer stuff that I don't have questions for. But anyway, thank you guys again so very much, as always, for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and leave your comments and feedback down below. All right, I guess I'm done for this one. I'll see you guys tomorrow.